hallowed sector somewhere in the horizon. Well, cybercrime can never touch you. That kind of a vision needs to go out. The ostrich attitude needs to give way to far more pragmatic thought process. Hold on, cyber today is a part of the developing countries. India, at this at one of the sections I was informed, is at number 9 of the total number of top 10 countries from where spamming is being originated. Number 1 still being the United States. Well, vernacular content has really ensured that vernacular spam is now coming. Now in India we have come up with the concept of voice SMSs. Rather than sending your SMS through your mobile phone, I can actually leave a voicemail for you. Hold on. People leaving all kinds of voice messages for you on the internet for other people to download, listen to you. I'm actually seeing a scenario which is going to be a horror kind of a scenario for individuals, for management of internet reputations, but more importantly, for trying to protect your national computer systems, the networks. There's a concept known as the protected systems concept, which is that certain governments have reserved upon themselves the right to dedicate certain critical infrastructure as protected systems, and if you are trying to merely have access to that protected system, that access has been defined as a penal offense punishable with a high quantum of imprisonment, say 10 years imprisonment in India, and fine. Now I think this is one mechanism which countries can effectively utilize to go ahead and dedicate not just your critical infrastructure, but also normal, regular, a variety of approaches. Merely lip service is not going to do. Today the netizen is an extremely disappointed and yet a very angry lot. The recent Mumbai attacks to be balanced, but far more commitment, the reiteration of political will to ensure that an adequate balance is appropriately arrived at, not only